Welcome back to a new YouTube video. I haven't created a video in a while. I got home from work. I was like, shoot, I have an hour extra. I'm gonna just make a random YouTube video. So forgive me if this video is unstructured. Forgive me if I'm rambling and waffling. We're just gonna talk. Today I'm thinking about talking about creativity and how I struggle with creativity as someone who deeply wants to be creative. I work in a creative field. For those of you who don't know, I'm an effects artist. That's my job, which is great. Excellent. I love it. And in that way, I get to be creative. But the other aspects of creativity that I have delved into the past, such as, photography or drawing or like video editing, things like that, for Photoshop, stuff like that, are left undeveloped. And in some ways, I'm sure that's fine, because there's people who, they're graphic designers and they're good at Photoshop and Illustrator, and that's their thing. Fairs, cool. I have this issue where I want to be good at so many different things, but then because I want to be good at so many different things, I can't focus on one. So this year, one thing I did was I picked photography back up. As I'm talking, I'm going to put a couple pictures I've taken this year, just on the side. So I kind of decided, okay, this year I'm going to focus on photography and Houdini, which is what I use for my day job. So I'm going to do photography. I'm going to get really good at Houdini to help me focus. But even in that, procrastination, overconsumption, laziness has stopped me from being productive in those things. I come home and then I end up scrolling TikTok or Instagram or watching YouTube, or I don't really play games like that anymore, but wasting my time essentially. Yeah. So even in that, I'm just not as consistent, as productive as I would like to be. And I know I cannot be the only person who deals with this issue. I know, like, obviously social media nowadays, you see a lot of people just kind of doing their thing and creating content and having fun with it. But because of social media and how we only see like the highlights of what someone is doing with their life, they're showing you the best of the best of the content, the best of everything. You're there thinking, shoot, why can't I be as good as them? But they've spent years doing their thing, and you're just there starting, not doing anything, being a lazy bum, and thinking, why am I not as good as them? Because you haven't put in the work. Yeah, because you haven't put in the work. I hope I'm gonna wait for that plane to go by. I know I look crazy. I know I look crazy. Retwist coming soon. Like, for example, last month or two, I've been posting on TikTok. Go follow my TikTok, by the way. And I'm posting random stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing on there. But I haven't been posting the same stuff on Instagram because I have more followers on Instagram. And I kind of don't want people to be... I'm not afraid of what people think, but I just don't want people to, be in my business or whatever. But maybe I am afraid of what people think. Maybe I should just post on Instagram and TikTok and forget about, what others are thinking about it. I think I've spoken about most things I want to speak about. Yeah, so that's the video. I'm sorry, it's very unstructured, but I felt the need to create, so I decided I would create and stop overthinking, because that's my biggest problem. Not just in creativity, in every aspect of my life, I overthink everything. But I just thought, I felt like creating something, so I create something and give a little rant on how I'm feeling about creating, and maybe get some of you guys' thoughts on it. Let me know what helps you be more consistent in creating videos, or just creating stuff in general. It doesn't have to be videos, just creating art, creating visuals, creating cool stuff. Just let me know, what helps you be consistent, what helps you, constantly improve and whatnot. Peace. Peep the background, guys. Peep the background. You guys know I'm treating you well.